Hi, this is Emma Joy's DSARI Energy Audit for the fall of 2020. I live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 850 square foot apartment with one other roommate. The apartment was built in 1958 and had professional installation of both insulation and electricity. There's no air conditioning available for the apartment unit, and the heating is using central air, which is most likely going to be heated up using gas. So this electricity, where does it come from? I found this chart graph that shows the energy generation from 1980 to 2040. The projections show by 2040, natural gas and renewable energy should both be on the rise for usage, while petroleum, nuclear, and coal will all be decreasing in usage. Who's going to use this electricity, you might ask? You can see in this graph that starting in 1994, both residential and commercial sectors have mirrored each other in an increase of it. Then by 2010, they're almost the same, whereas the industrial sector has decreased slightly in their electricity consumption, but not their energy consumption. In the United States, the average monthly residential consumption of electricity is between 530 kilowatt hours per month and 1,254 kilowatt hours per month. In Minnesota, this range is roughly 793 kilowatt hours per month. Xcel Energy, the main provider for the area of electricity, provides a calculator that you can use based on your square footage. Using their suggestion, I should be using 368.83 kilowatt hours a month. I then was wondering, where is this electricity going to go by percentage-wise? The main usage of electricity is air conditioning, lighting, water heating, and refrigeration. For me, I don't have to worry about water heating. I can't calculate that. So for me, and there's no air conditioning. So the top three for me should be lighting, refrigeration, and television. How I went about this, I used a Kumon watt reader, and I plugged in it to each of the devices for at least an hour, and then I divided it by the time to find the watts used. I did this because many of the things I was testing, such as the hair straightener, refrigerator, computer charger, and phone charger, all had a variable power usage. So I thought this was the best way of getting the average for the time. The refrigerator was held for longer than 24 hours, just as a note. And then to find the off reading, the device is just not turned on, and I have it plugged in there. So this is the hours I used per appliance. The things that were most in use were the modem, my clock, and the clock, and the refrigerator, as they're always on. So this is the energy calculations that I did. The appliances that used the most electricity were the dining room light, the microwave, and my computer charger in the kitchen. I overall observed 51.86 kilowatt hours per month of energy. There is one disclaimer, is the microwave, the fan kept turning on while I was doing measurements during the week. So those numbers might be slightly off, just based on not being able to observe exactly when the fan was turning on and off by itself. So, what to do better with? So, I found our energy bill from September, where we used 100 kilowatt hours total for the month. So I was able to observe 52% during the experiment. I think this is a pretty reasonable number, considering it's only measuring 8 devices, and they were the 8 devices that probably are used the most in our apartment. Most of the other electricity would come from usage of lights and my roommate's charging. For the future, when I, in some ways more permanent than a college living, I plan on switching to incandescent light bulbs, but it doesn't make financial sense to do it right now. I also am going to do better turning off the lights when I leave a room, and then unplugging charging cables. The big one is where I want to do my homework. Right now, where I do my homework, there's 3 light bulbs, and I have to decide whether or not I want to move to a place that is only going to use 1 light bulb, or a lamp where I can put an incandescent light bulb in it. Overall, I think that it was a success. My roommate and I don't use that much electricity overall. We use 1/3 of what is suggested by Xcel. There's no television here, but there are always things you can improve on. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your day.